Good morning, all my yarny friends. I'm Sara, Sach, and welcome back to my crochet channel, or should I say our crochet channel, because I can't do any of this without all of you. So thank you for watching my videos. I mean our videos, because I can't do it without you. I hope everyone had a wonderful week. Mine was super duper busy. We're starting to do some packing again. And just to keep you updated on what's going on, I have had a lot of emails and messages about wanting my new address. Well, it's not an official address yet because it's a new build. And so on Friday, this Friday the 18th, we do our first walkthrough. And that way we can see if there's anything, touch-up painting or anything that needs to be done. My husband and I went through on Saturday, and all the carpet's in, all the handles are on, all the cabinets. The sprinkler system is in, and there was something else. I can't remember. But we've been on Wayfair. Have you ever looked on is it Mayfair or Wayfair? Wayfair. All the neat things they have on there, and we're probably going to be ordering a bunch of fun stuff from there. So, but there's lots of little things left to do, of course, and so we get our first official walkthrough on Friday the 18th, and then we close on the 30th of November. That means the 1st of November, or the 1st of December, I will have an official address, okay? So I'll make sure you get that in time. If you want, I'm terrible. I do not send Christmas cards. I never have, except for when my kids were little and I would put pictures in them for my family members. But I guess with the internet age and email, I've gotten super bad about sending out Christmas cards. Sorry. Alrighty, so I thought I would tell you about that first. The other thing, well, that was what I was going to tell you. All right. Ready to get started? Because I'm going to tell you who the winner is today of our November giveaway. But before we do that, we need to clink in. Someone told me last week I forgot, and I was like, I know I did. So anyway, let's clink in. Clinkety, clink, clink, clink. I'm drinking some coffee that was given to me, and I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's like a Christmas blend, and it's super duper good. It's not a Starbucks, it's a Dunkin' Donuts. It's got just some different warm blends in there. It's really good. And then, of course, I added my sugar-free Italian creamer in there. So I do like Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I have to tell you, I'm not a big fan of Starbucks. I know a lot of people love it. I am not. I think it has a funky doodle aftertaste. And if you want the definition of funky doodle, I don't know. But I do. I think it has a funky doodle aftertaste. And I can't honestly say I've been in a Starbucks in years. I'm just talking about the coffee itself when you buy it from the store. I really like to buy the beans and grind it myself because I feel like you get a more robust flavor. But when we moved into this rental home, I have not been able to find my grinder. It's in a box somewhere out in the garage. I'm looking forward to being able to grind my beans again. So that's one other thing I'm looking forward to. Alrighty, so do you want to find out who the winner is for the November giveaway? All right, now let me give you my little speech I give you every time I do a giveaway. Never, ever, 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 never put your email address or shipping address in a comment or any place public, ever. Don't do it. You'll get spammed like crazy, okay? And we don't want that. So if you are the winner today, you need to contact me through my webpage, and you can find that underneath the video when we're done. You can look underneath the video, scroll down, it'll say webpage. Click on that. There'll be a little box that says contact us. You can click that and it'll shoot me an email right to my email address. And then you can give me your shipping address. Or you can go to the Posh Pooch Designs Facebook page and shoot me a message that way and give me your email address that way. Or I mean your shipping address. Okay? It won't do you any good to message me on my personal page because I have it set up where I don't get any messages except for people who I am friends with. Okay? I want to keep it personal. You know, just keep it separate. Business and personal. All right. So, are you ready? The November giveaway is this book. It's a year-round Gnomes from Annie's Crochet. And I believe there's 8 different mythological creatures to add a touch of whimsy to your home. That's exactly what it says. They're super cute, and I was looking at it, and it has great big pictures. And so I think you're really going to enjoy this. Are you ready? The winner of this book, Kim's got the drum roll going, is Linda Davidson. Now, I don't see her name on the comments, so if you know her, make sure you let her know. Oh, I'm sure, and if not, like before, a lot of times people don't get to watch live, and so they'll watch it later and then contact me. I will tell you, though, if you contact me today or by 9 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday's the day I run to the post office and drop things off. It used to be Thursday. It's Wednesday now. And I can get this in the mail tomorrow so you can get started on it next week. All right? So contact me if you're the winner. Linda Davidson. Congratulations. I really wanted to keep this for myself, I have to tell you. All righty. Now we got a couple of things that we're going to talk about. I'm going to click over to this other camera here. Before I do that, I want to talk about something else, though. The crochet along that we've been doing is our winter mystery crochet along. It's a big Santa Owl squishy, and I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. It's all complete, and I just want you to see how huge he is. Isn't that adorable? I added a bow and a button. I put a reindeer on the Santa hat. And I put a jingle bells on the wings. And I absolutely love him. He's super squishy. Okay. And I'm going to answer some more questions about him a little farther on. But a lot of people say they're having trouble finding this particular yarn. And this is Bernat blanket yarn called Twist. And this is the forest green color. Okay. So I went to a couple of Hobby Lobbies this week here in the Oklahoma City area. And they all have it. They also have it in purple, blue, and brown, I believe. I think there were 4 colors. Kim's asking if you can get the gnome book online. I think so. It's from Annie's. See, it's from Annie's. Just go to annies.com and put in year-round gnomes. I bet it's there because it's a good book. Let me see the date on this. I know we got sidetracked real quick. Hang on. I don't see a copyright date. Usually they put it on the back. I do not see it unless it's in some kind of odd code. So anyway, it's not an old book, and gnomes are super popular, so I bet you can. Anyway, back to the yarn that people are having trouble finding. Okay, Bernat is Yarnspirations. If you go to the yarnspirations.com website, you can order it from there as well. But you don't have to use that particular color. A good alternative, if you want it in green, is to use 2 strands of green and 1 strand of a cream and hold all 3 of those together, and you'll get the bulky, super bulky number 6. It won't be soft and fuzzy like that, but if you want to just get in your yarn stash, you can just hold 3 strands of yarn together. Okay? I just wanted to clarify that real quick because I went to a couple different Hobby Lobbies around Oklahoma City, and they all have it. but that doesn't mean your Hobby Lobby doesn't. And one thing that I found is if you look online to see if some of the stores have it, like Joann's has it as well. Sometimes it'll say they have it online, but you get in there and you can't find it. And that's because someone's either got it in their cart, you know, and they're shopping, so it's not there, or they just haven't kept up on their inventory. Okay? So, but if I were you, rather than run around trying to find it, I would make some phone calls. Call Joann's. Any place that carries yarn inspirations like Michael's and Hobby Lobby and Joann's, give them a phone call. Hobby Lobby or Walmart carries Bernat sometimes, but every store is iffy because every Walmart store has a different buyer in their area who thinks they know what we want. But to be honest with you, I don't think Walmart knows what us people who love yarn want. I don't think they know. And they need to get someone doing the buying that does. And I realize, you know, when it comes to stores like Walmart, it's all about the bottom line. Because if it doesn't make money, they're not going to buy it. But if, you know, if they don't have it in the stores, we're not going to know it's there anyway. So, you know, fill up your yarn sections, Walmart. So anyway, you can go to yarnspirations.com. Two other places that carry Yarn Inspirations is Mary Maxim and Hirschner's. And sometimes you can find yarns there you can't find other places, okay? So don't give up if you want that particular yarn. It's out there. It's a popular yarn because it's beautiful, okay? Now, I want to click over to this other camera now because when I was at my Hobby Lobby, I found these, and these are so beautiful. This is called tie-dye-ish. 2 seconds. I've still got a little bit of a dry throat. But anyway, this is also Yarn Inspirations Bernat blanket yarn. It's also a bulky 6. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It looks like almost like an ombre, but it's not an ombre because it's not in these long stripes. It's that's why they call it tie-dye-ish. It's got different variations of purple and white in it. It's beautiful. This one is called Lavender. Now, they do have a green in this that would be really cute on our owl. And they had a brown. I think it'd be really pretty on the owl. And so you could use any Bernat, or not even have to be Bernat, but any blanket yarn that's a super bulky 6 on that Christmas owl. Okay. Now, I'm going to do something different with these after the first of the year. I always do this thing where I buy 2 and then I wish I would have got another one. So I'm going to head back out probably tomorrow. Because Wednesday I pick up my granddaughter Zoe and we do some shopping. She is my little shopping buddy. Okay. So I'm probably going to get another one of these. So if you want to pick up some of these, you're probably going to need 2, maybe 3. And we're going to do something towards the end of January, 1st of February, if my designs work out right. Sometimes my testing doesn't work out the way I want it to, and I don't do it. So you might want to wait. Because, you know, it just depends on what, you know, how it turns out. But it's something really fun I want to do, and it has to do with a heart. And I think it's just going to be a super fun squishy. And someone made a comment about we should do a squishy every holiday. Squishies take a lot of yarn, and they also take a lot of time in the designing. And so I'm not going to do one like every month or so, but I just had so much fun making our Christmas one, or our winter one actually, because it's not just Christmas, that I want to make some more. I do have some more small pillows. We actually are going to do a small pillow on Thursday. I'll give you a hint on that one. Gobble till you wobble. Since it's Thanksgiving and Turkey Day, we're going to do a little turkey pillow. It's going to be fun. And it's different than what we've done. So anyway, yeah, that's what we're going to do. I had one other thing I wanted to talk about. I want to go back over to this other camera. I get a lot of questions about what are these, okay? And because I like to use these when I'm stitching in the round as stitch markers. Now this is your average size of a stitch marker, okay? And it's really small, and I use them all the time when I'm stitching in the round. But when I'm using a blanket yarn, sometimes even if I'm not stitching in the round, it can be difficult to find your rows. And so I'll use these. What this is, it's not a stitch marker. What it is it knitting and Tunisian crochet will use these to hold their stitches. They'll slide them on here off of their knitting needle or Tunisian crochet hook and close it, and so their stitches won't be lost. And this is a stitch holder. And they come in lots of different sizes. You can get them a little bit smaller even, and even quite a bit bigger. But I got these because I like to use these as stitch markers when I'm using big, thick yarn. Okay? And I bought a pack of them. I think there were like 2 of 3 or 4 different sizes in them. They weren't even $5 for the whole thing. I mean, there's a whole bunch in there. So, I mean, that's just something. I've gotten a lot of questions like, what is that? You know? And so I thought I would just let you know this is what I use. And just because something is used for something else doesn't mean it's not a good tool to use for something else as well. Okay, so I'm using that as stitch marker. It's not a stitch marker, but it works great. One of the things that I like better than using a safety pin is it doesn't have that curl on the end. And so your stitches don't get caught in that curl. Because I've used some of the safety pins as well. And they do make a safety pin that doesn't have that curl. And it's used for jewelry. And you can find that over in the jewelry department. Because they make... where you put beads on them, and so you want to slide them around, not have that curl there. If you want to buy just some regular safety pins to use. But these are over by the knitting needles, and you can buy a pack of them in several different sizes. Like I said, I don't even think I paid $5 for the whole pack. And I found those at Hobby Lobby. Okay? But I wanted to tell you about that since I've gotten so many questions about it. I'm sorry, my voice is getting dry. We're almost through. So we finished up our winter mystery crochet along with our big squishy Santa owl, and I had a lot of questions about the hat as well. I wanted to keep mine smaller. If you want to make it bigger, just increase your rows before you do your last row of red, and you can make it bigger and do it exactly the same. You'll just have more stitches is all. When you're working with double crochet stitches like that, it's super easy to increase without it messing up. Okay, if you want your hat bigger. One of my friends wanted to put the hat on one of the sides of the ears. Totally fine. It'll look really cute. But this hat was too small for what she wanted. Okay? And that's one of the things about something like this is you can embellish it however you want. One of the ladies in our group, now you need to come to our group on Facebook, PPD Puppy Love Group. That link is underneath this video as well. Okay, she posted hers and she put a big red bow right here. It looks adorable. And I'm thinking, why didn't I think of that? That is wonderful. It looks beautiful. And it takes the red from the hat and brings it down so that you've got a match. And it looks nice. All right. Now, another question that I had about these is, how much stuffing do you use? And the truth of the matter is it's kind of up to you. You can stuff it as tight as you want or not. I don't stuff mine super tight. I used about 20 ounces in this one, though. It's big. Another question was, how do you keep the bottom from rolling? Now, I didn't add any extra stuffing. But you can make a bag of beans, or you can get the plastic bag and put it in the bottom and then add your stuffing, and that will give you some weight at the bottom. I don't use rice, and I'm going to tell you why. Years ago, I made a clown. And I wanted him to sit. Okay, and this was a sewn clown. It wasn't a crochet one. It was, I sewed it with fabric. Cotton. And I made a little bag of rice and I put it so that it would fit right in his bottom so he could sit on a shelf. And a mouse got in our house and ate his bottom. Poor clown. Anyway, so I don't do rice. I'm not going to do it. But you can get dried beans. You can get the plastic little, I think they're called pearls, plastic, and anything that makes weight. You can even make a bag of sand. Just make sure the sand stays securely sewn in the bag. But if you want something in the bottom so it will sit up, but mine sits up just fine. I don't have any problem with it. This is going to be the star of my Christmas decorations this year. And I know a lot of times I'll make things and give them away, but lately I've just been keeping everything because I love them. But anyway, that's our Christmas owl, our Santa owl, big squishy, squish. So much fun. I can't wait for my grandkids to throw him around the house. All right, now the other thing we did is this scarf. I'm going to pop it off of here, okay? This is our denim and lace scarf. It has 2 layers. The inside is stitched up with denim yarn. The outside is stitched up with a sort of cream and color yarn. I'm going to show you the yarns I used real quick. I used this denim, and this is from Hobby Lobby, of course, because you can see I love this yarn. I'm trying to look at the colorway is denim. Now, Lion Brand makes a denim. Michael's Impeccable makes a denim, and Red Heart had one. I don't know if they still do. And it doesn't have to be a denim. This is stonewashed. But I really liked it because it looked really nice with this yarn that I used. And I used the Bernat Pop because it had creams and grays and a blue in there that I thought corresponded nicely with the denim. All right, let me throw those back over there. And so what we did is we stitched the outside layer first, then we stitched the inside layer, we slid them together, and then we single crocheted around with the denim on the edge. And I really love it. And it's a really nice cowl. I'm going to take my glasses off so I can show you. I'll probably mess up my hair, but it's perfect. It adds a little extra to an outfit. Now my hair is going to have electricity. Anyway. I pulled out my hair, messed up my hair. Anyway, I just love it. I absolutely love it. And I think that it's perfect for when you wear like a denim jacket, or even if you don't. It's just beautiful. It's going to keep your neck warm. I mean, we've got cold weather today. My phone says it's 35 degrees, so we've come up above freezing. So anyway, it's really easy to make. And I've got all the measurements and everything on there. Okay. I can't talk because I can't see you. Okay, now I can see you. I can see you. Anyway, I've got all the measurements on the written pattern, so if you want to make it longer, you can. I love this size. I think it's perfect for around your neck. It's going to keep you warm. You can squish it down if you want to, you know. So anyway, I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I absolutely love the way it turned out. And again, I'm going to keep it for myself. Can't wait to wear it with my new. I bought a brand new jean jacket, and the reason I did is the church that I go to on Sunday mornings, for some reason, they think we need to wear a parka because it's always so cold in there. I think they're afraid we'll fall asleep, actually. Which is a possibility, because I'm telling you, for some reason, since we moved down to Oklahoma, I cannot sleep on Saturday nights. I don't know what it is. Probably because we have too much fun on Saturday doing stuff and I'm overworn out or something. So anyway, Linda says, don't use corn either. The mice loved it. Yeah, don't use corn in any of your stuffed things. The mice do love the corn. So, you know, you just have to be careful. Oh, I've done the ouch. I've done the microwave bags also with rice to put on the back of your neck. I didn't have any problems with mice, but I was terrified that I was going to. So yeah, stick with the beans or the plastic if you're going to put weight in the bottom of something. I didn't, and mine stands up just fine. And I'm probably going to put it up on one of my, I have this big leather bench that we're going to put in the new house. I'm probably just going to put it up that by the Christmas tree. I am super excited though, because in our new house, we have a great big picture window in the front, and I'll be able to put my Christmas tree up front. When we lived in Colorado, I had 2 big windows, and I never knew which one to put the Christmas tree in. And I always had to move furniture for it. I'll have to move furniture probably for this as well. So I am excited about putting up the big Christmas tree in front of the window. But I don't know how much decorations we'll get up because we've got to get through all our boxes. So what's been happening is I've been starting to box up some things. You can see I'm not boxing up this room, but I did box up my closet. Because I just crammed a bunch of stuff in there because I knew it was temporary, you know. And so I've been boxing that up. I boxed up a whole bunch of books and a lot of things that are super heavy. Where is Jolita and Colton at? I don't know who that is. Sorry. But anyway, so the next couple of weeks, just to kind of keep you up to what's going on, I still have videos planned. I know last week, because of our mystery crochet along, I didn't do a this or that, but I've got one ready. I'm going to finish editing it this evening, and it'll be ready for tomorrow. And it's kind of a fun one. I hope they're all kind of fun, because the thing about the this or that videos and just getting on for 4 minutes and asking a question, it's super fun for me, because I'm learning about you all. I'm giving you information about me as well. And so we're learning about each other, but it also helps me in knowing what you're looking for, what kind of crocheter you're looking for, or not crocheter, crochet patterns you're looking for, and yarns and things like that you're interested in. And also, I really recommend that you read other people's comments too, because you can learn from those as well. And that's one of the statements that I make for tomorrow's video is, you know, I've said many, many times, crochet is an ever-growing art. It is. It's growing and changing all the time. There's always new stitches to learn, new techniques to try. And so never think that you've arrived or you're done, because you're not. There's so much more to learn. Don't give up. Keep going, you know. And so, yeah. And so that's kind of why I'm doing these, is so we can learn from each other and just have some fun getting to know each other, you know. I think I talk a lot, of course, because I'm doing a video, and I try to read your comments. But when we do the this or that videos, I really enjoy reading your comments. And a lot of you have really put your hearts out there and really given me, you know, your stories. And I love that. And it helps me get to know you as well. Okay? So anyway, that's what that's all about. This or that is just a question, and you can answer this, that, or the other. That's probably what I ought to call it. But it's just, you know, it's just super fun. So anyway, that's what is going to happen this week. Like I said, I've also got, I'm looking over there because I've got the pieces to it, to our Wobble Till You Gobble Turkey Lurkey. And then on Friday, we do have a Friday fun we're going to do. And we have plans for all next week and stuff like that. And what I'm trying to do is get ahead and get some things done, because I don't want to not have fun holiday and Christmas videos because I'm moving again. Because that's my decision, not yours. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have anything to do with it. And so I don't want you to feel like I'm putting you aside, because I care about all of you and your crochet and your art. And and I want you to stay, you know, up on what's fun and do things. I also encourage you, I get lots of questions like, do you have a scarf? Well, I have about 300 of them, you know, patterns. And so I really encourage you to go to my main YouTube page, which is, of course, Sara Sach Designs. And I always hold this up because a lot of times when people are looking for me, they spell my name wrong. They'll spell Sara with an H, and they'll spell Sach with a T. It's just Sara Sach Designs here on YouTube. And underneath there's a whole bunch of playlists. And if you're looking for Christmas stuff, I've got a playlist for Christmas stuff. If you're looking for hats, I've got a whole playlist for hats. If you're looking for a scarf, if you're, you know, whatever you're looking for, toys, baby things, I've got a whole bunch of playlists that you can look through and find things. Oh, Donna's asking me if I named my husband's throw. I have a name for it, and I cannot remember which person told me, but I'm going to call it Coffee Bar. Or actually, I think I haven't decided if I'm going to go Coffee Bars, because it has front post stitches running through it that we call bars. You know, because we call it shells and bars. It's actually the type of pattern that it is. And I haven't got it the test back yet. So I'm hoping to have that ready soon, next couple weeks. And it is a really easy pattern. You're going to really like stitching it up. I've also got a Christmas blanket I'm working on that's a round blanket. I'm doing it a little bit different. And I really like how it's turning out. And so, yeah, lots of fun stuff. Miss C. Hun, I don't know who you're talking to. Oh, okay. It wasn't me. Okay, so last but not least, again, we'll be moving the first week of December. We're moving into a brand new built house, and actually it's like 3.5 miles from here. So hopefully it won't be too bad. You know, someone sent me a message, said, "Don't you just hate moving?" I really don't. You know, after living, being in the Air Force, my husband was in the Air Force, and we traveled a lot overseas in Germany and back and forth and things. And we've lived in Illinois, Great Falls, Montana, Las Vegas, Nevada, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Rapid City, South Dakota. We lived in Germany. I mean, we've moved a lot. And one of the things I really enjoy is setting up a new house. The packing, I hate. I don't want to use that word. That's too strong. I don't like to pack. But I absolutely love unpacking. And isn't that super weird? But it gives you the opportunity to find things you couldn't find. Which, there's tons. And set up a new house. And I love this particular house that we're getting because it's like a blank slate. And I got to choose the carpeting. The tile in the kitchen is black and white. I've got, for the backsplash, the floor is a wood look tile. And it runs through, it's a big open layout. My playlist is by patterns. Not by, she's asking how it's done. I don't do it by yarn weights. I do it by patterns. Category patterns. Anyway, the tile in the half bath and in the laundry room is black and white. It's so pretty. It's like it almost looks like a black and white star. It's so pretty. So what I'm planning on doing on Friday, on Friday, if it's okay when we do our walkthrough, is to do some little short videos and maybe do a little short video as a pre-thing, just so you can see the room that's going to be the yarn room, our main bathroom, our half bath, and our guest bath. I mean, it's just so pretty inside. The only thing that I have found that's a negative so far, I can't think of anything. I love the house. It's just the way I've never seen a house laid out this way before. And so it's going to be super fun to set it up. So anyway, I'm trying to see if I missed any questions. Yes, Carlina, unpacking is like Christmas. My t-shirt. Okay, I love this t-shirt. A few years ago, let me tell you a story of my shirt and then I'll let you go. What I do every year is I try to pick a word to be my mantra or my theme or whatever through the year. A couple of years back, I bought this shirt at Walmart and said that joy was going to be my word for that year. That was the year that COVID hit. And I'm telling you, I worked hard at staying joyful. The next year, or not last year, I think, but this year, I pick a word in January, but this year I chose the word contentment. And and then I said, I am never moving again. And then my husband goes, oh, hon, I think we need to move. Oh, but you know what? I am loving living back in Oklahoma again. I love the Southern hospitality, and I love the people down here. They're just so much fun. And I love that I get to live near both of my children and all 3 of my grandkids. I was blessed with the best son-in-law and daughter-in-law ever, and I feel like they're my own kids. I mean, I just love it. I love being here, spending time with both of them, getting to be a part of what's going on in their lives. My grandson just went to Indiana for the national band competition with Mustang marching band, and we got to watch parts of it. It was so much fun. My granddaughter found a great gym for gymnastics. My other granddaughter loves to sing and y'all have met her a couple times, Callie. She's an artist. So, yeah. Dawn says, put rice bags in plastic bags after you use them. You know, that's a good idea, but mice do chew through plastic. And what I had done is I actually sewed a little round plastic bag. I took, you know, the plastic that, like a vinyl that you buy in a sheet, and I sewed a little circle. And I filled the rice up and then sewed around it. Finished sewing around it, and the mice ate right through the plastic. So you have to, the only thing that mice won't eat through probably is foil, because they don't like it on their teeth. So when we lived in Colorado, we lived in the country. We were on 5 acres, and I got a little tiny mouse occasionally. And what I would do is where I thought they were coming in, I would take cotton and wrap it in foil and put it in that little spot. I had a spot in my laundry room where my dryer vent went out through the vent up into the ceiling. And around that edge, I would put cotton wrapped in foil, and it kept the mice out. So anyway. All right, so we're past our time. I'm going to let you go. It's been so much fun reading your comments here. And like I said, if you're looking for that yarn, or any yarn in particular, don't run all over town. Make some phone calls. Call Hobby Lobby. Call Joann's. Ask them if they have it. And sometimes if they don't have it, they can order it in to the store, and you don't have to pay shipping. Ask for that as well. Okay? Rosie and Max are looking at me over here. I think they need to go outside, so I'm going to let you go. I'll see you next week, guys.